Listen to me. Right now, your mind is racing. You're overthinking. You're doubting yourself. You're questioning your worth. You keep asking, why isn't it happening yet? You look at others and wonder why they're ahead while you're still waiting. But hear this. Life is not ignoring you. Life is preparing you. Every delay has a reason. Every struggle has a purpose. You don't need to force it. You don't need to beg for it. And you don't need to fight every battle. Stay calm. Because sometimes the things you're chasing are already on their way. Read that again slowly. Because somewhere deep down, you already know it's true. You've been running, chasing, pushing, and fighting for everything: love, success, happiness, peace. You've been exhausting yourself trying to control every outcome, trying to shape every detail, trying to speed up every timeline. But the harder you push, the further everything seems to slip away. That's because life doesn't respond to force. It responds to flow. You see, the more you force things, the more resistance you create. You try to hold on tightly, afraid that if you let go, everything will fall apart. But the truth is, what's meant for you can never miss you. No missed calls, no missed chances, no missed destiny. If it's truly yours, it will find you, even in the chaos. But here's where most people struggle: patience. You want answers now. You want results today. You want everything to happen on your schedule, not life's. But the universe doesn't work on your clock. It works on its own timing, and that timing is always perfect. Think about it. How many times did you want something so badly, only to realize later that not getting it was the best thing that ever happened to you? How many doors closed just to redirect you to better ones? How many people left just to make space for those who were truly meant to stay? Life isn't punishing you when things don't go your way. Life is protecting you. Every not yet is preparing you. Every no is guiding you. Every delay has meaning. When you force situations, you miss the beauty of natural alignment. You accept relationships that aren't meant for you. You chase opportunities that aren't right for you. You drain your energy on paths that were never yours to walk. But when you trust the process, when you breathe, when you stay calm, when you allow life to unfold without trying to control every single detail, everything changes. Because calmness brings clarity, patience brings strength, faith brings freedom. Your worth isn't measured by how hard you chase. It's measured by how deeply you trust. What's meant for you will never pass you by, not because you fought for it, but because it was always yours. Even if it takes months, even if it takes years, even if it looks impossible right now, stop doubting yourself. Stop overthinking. Stop forcing. What belongs to you will find you when it's time. What's meant for your heart, your soul, your journey. Control your emotions. Calm minds make the strongest decisions. In life, there will be moments that test you. People will hurt you. Situations will frustrate you. Plans will fail. Nothing will go the way you expected. And in those moments, your emotions will rise like a storm. Anger, fear, sadness, anxiety. They'll all compete for control. But here's the truth: most people never realize your emotions are powerful. but they're not supposed to control you. When your emotions take over, you lose clarity. You say things you regret. You make choices you wish you could undo. You burn bridges you never intended to destroy. Acting in anger, fear, or frustration feels right in the moment, but it often leads to consequences that last far longer than the feeling itself. That's why learning to control your emotions isn't weakness. It's strength. Calmness isn't passive. It's not about ignoring your feelings or pretending they don't exist. It's about understanding them, processing them, and choosing not to be ruled by them. It's about pausing before reacting, taking a breath before speaking, and thinking before deciding. Because when your mind is calm, you see more clearly. Think about it, a calm mind allows you to notice details that anger blinds you from. A calm mind helps you hear what's not being said. A calm mind allows you to separate facts from assumptions, reality from fear, and logic from impulse. The strongest decisions are never made in chaos. They're made in silence, patience, and balance. Imagine standing in the middle of a storm. Everything around you is loud, messy, and unpredictable. Most people panic. Most people run in random directions, hoping to escape. But the ones who remain calm, they move slower, they see clearer, they make smarter choices. And when the storm passes, they're the ones still standing. Life works the same way. Every challenge, every conflict, every setback is a storm, and your emotions are the winds. If you let those winds control you, they'll carry you wherever they want. But if you stand firm, breathe deeply, and keep your center steady, you control the storm instead of letting the storm control you. Calmness also protects your relationships. When you respond with anger, you push people away. When you react impulsively, you hurt the ones you love. When you allow ego to lead, you create unnecessary distance. But when you stay calm, you choose empathy over rage, understanding over judgment, and connection over conflict. You build trust, earn respect, and strengthen bonds because people feel safe around those who can control themselves. Calmness also protects your goals. When frustration controls you, you give up too soon. When fear dominates, you never take the risk. When doubt screams louder than logic, you sabotage your own progress. But when you quiet your mind and control your emotions, you make decisions based on purpose, not panic. You choose discipline over impulse. You choose patience over instant gratification. You choose long-term growth over temporary relief. The calmest minds belong to the strongest people, not because they never feel emotions, but because they master them instead of being mastered by them. When you control your emotions, you control your choices. When you control your choices, you control your path. When you control your path, you control your life. Calm minds build empires. Calm minds solve problems. Calm minds win battles others lose. Calm minds make the strongest decisions because they are not clouded by fear, pride, or pain. They listen before they speak. They observe before they act. They think before they choose. Trust the timing. Delays are not denials. Read that again slowly. Let it sink in. You've been waiting. You've been working hard. You've been trying your best, yet nothing seems to be happening the way you planned. The promotion didn't come. The relationship didn't work out. The dream you've been chasing still feels miles away. And in those quiet, heavy moments, you start to wonder, maybe it's not meant for me. Maybe I'm not good enough. But pause for a moment and listen closely. A delay is not a denial. Life has its own rhythm, its own timing. And no matter how much you try to force things, no matter how much you push, beg, or demand, the universe moves at its own pace. That doesn't mean it has forgotten you. It doesn't mean you failed. It simply means you're being prepared for what's coming. Because sometimes, the thing you want the most right now isn't ready for you yet. And sometimes, you're not ready for it. You see, timing is everything. Think about a seed. You plant it deep in the soil, water it, and wait. Days pass. Weeks pass. At first, you see nothing. It looks like nothing is happening. But beneath the surface, life is forming. Roots are growing stronger. Foundations are being built. And when the time is right, it breaks through the soil and becomes something beautiful. That's exactly how your life works. Just because you can't see progress doesn't mean it isn't happening. Just because you're waiting doesn't mean you're wasting time. Every season has a purpose, even the waiting season. But here's where most people get trapped in patience. You want answers now. You want results instantly. You want success on your schedule. But when you try to rush life, you end up forcing doors that were never meant to open, chasing people who were never meant to stay, and fighting for things that were never truly yours. And what happens when you force something that isn't ready? It breaks. Relationships break when they're rushed. Opportunities fail when they're forced. Dreams crumble when they're not built on the right foundation. But when you trust the timing, you stop fighting against life and start flowing with it. You stop panicking and start preparing. You stop overthinking and start growing. Because delays are not life's way of saying no. Delays are life's way of saying, not yet. Not yet. Because there's still something you need to learn. Not yet. Because there's still someone you need to become. Not yet. Because the version of you today isn't ready for the blessings of tomorrow. Every delay is shaping you. Every closed door is protecting you. Every setback is preparing you for a greater comeback. Think about all the moments in your past where you thought life was falling apart. But later, you realized it was falling into place. That job you didn't get, it led you to a better one. That relationship that ended, it freed you to meet someone who truly sees you. That opportunity that slipped away, it cleared the path for something bigger. Life knows what it's doing, even when you don't. But trusting the timing doesn't mean you stop working. It doesn't mean you sit back and wait for miracles to appear. It means you keep showing up, keep preparing, and keep believing even when the results aren't visible yet. Because patience isn't passive. Patience is power. Patience is saying, I will keep moving forward, even when I don't see progress. And here's the thing. The right things will never arrive in the wrong season. The right opportunity will come when you're prepared to handle it. The right person will stay when you've become who you're meant to be. The right breakthrough will happen when your foundation is strong enough to hold it. But if you get what you want too soon, it can destroy you. And that's why delays exist, not to punish you, but to protect you. Every wait you face is shaping you into someone stronger, wiser, and more capable. Every not yet is positioning you for the exact moment when everything will align effortlessly. So instead of asking, "Why is this taking so long?" start asking, "What is this delay teaching me?" Because every season of waiting carries a lesson, and every lesson prepares you for the life you're meant to live. When you stop resisting life's timing, you stop living in frustration and start living in flow. When you stop forcing doors, you start recognizing which ones were meant for you. When you stop questioning delays, you start seeing them as divine protection. What's meant for you cannot be rushed. What's truly yours cannot pass you by. And when the timing is right, everything will come together in ways you never imagined. Protect your peace. Not everything deserves your energy. Read that again and let it sink in. Your peace is priceless. It's not just a feeling, it's your mental space, your emotional balance, your inner stability. And yet, so many people hand it away so easily. You give your peace to arguments that don't matter, people who drain you, situations you can't control, and battles that were never yours to fight. But here's the truth. Not everything deserves your energy. Not everyone deserves your response. Not every comment, insult, or opinion needs your reaction. Sometimes silence is stronger than words, and walking away is more powerful than winning an argument. You have to learn to choose your battles, because every time you let negativity pull you in, you pay for it with your peace. Every time you overthink, overreact, or overexplain, you drain yourself mentally and emotionally. And the truth is, you cannot pour into your goals, your growth, or your happiness if your energy is constantly being stolen by things that don't matter. The world is noisy. People will provoke you. Some will misunderstand you. Some will gossip about you. Some will criticize you for choices they don't understand. But you don't need to attend every argument you're invited to. You don't need to respond to every opinion thrown your way. Sometimes the strongest move is no reaction at all. Protecting your peace is not about being cold. It's not about cutting everyone off or isolating yourself from the world. It's about setting boundaries, knowing where your energy goes, and making sure it flows toward the things and people that actually matter. Boundaries are not selfish. Boundaries are self-respect. If someone constantly brings chaos into your life, you have the right to step back. If a conversation leaves you drained every single time, you have the right to end it. If an environment disturbs your mental state, you have the right to walk away from it. Your energy is limited. You only get so much of it every day, and where you choose to spend it determines the quality of your life. So ask yourself, is this worth my energy? Is this worth my peace? Is this worth my time? Because not every battle is worth fighting. Not every problem is yours to solve. Not every situation needs your input. Sometimes the most powerful thing you can do is let go and move on. People will misunderstand your silence. They'll call you distant. They'll call you selfish. They'll say you've changed. That's okay. You're not here to explain yourself to everyone. You're here to protect your peace, because without it, everything else falls apart. Think about it. When your mind is chaotic, your decisions suffer. When your heart is heavy with anger or frustration, your relationships suffer. When you're constantly drained by negativity, your dreams suffer. Peace is not something you stumble upon. It's something you create and protect. That means being intentional with your environment, who you talk to, what you consume, where you spend your time, what you allow to enter your thoughts. It means letting go of toxic conversations, toxic habits, and toxic people, not because you hate them, but because you love yourself enough to prioritize your well-being. Sometimes, protecting your peace means choosing silence when you want to scream. Sometimes, it means walking away when you want to argue. Sometimes, it means saying no without feeling guilty. You don't have to prove anything to anyone. You don't have to explain why you're protecting your energy. You don't have to justify why you choose peace over drama. Because here's the reality: chaos is addictive. Some people thrive on conflict. Some people feel alive when there's drama. And if you're not careful, they'll drag you into battles that were never yours to fight. But when you rise above it, when you stay grounded, calm, and unbothered, you take your power back. You cannot control what people say about you. You cannot control how others behave. You cannot control every situation around you, but you can control yourself. You can control how you react. You can control what you allow into your mind, your heart, and your soul. And that's where your strength lies. Not in controlling the world, but in controlling your response to it. Peace is power, and protecting it requires discipline. It requires letting go of the need to win every argument, to prove every point, to fix everyone's perception of you. It requires realizing that not everything is worth fighting for, and not everyone is worth keeping close. Protecting your peace also means protecting your focus. Every time you let negativity distract you, you lose time you could have invested in yourself, your goals, and your growth. Every time you get caught up in meaningless battles, you move further away from the life you're trying to build. Your dreams need your energy. Your healing needs your energy. Your growth needs your energy. But if you give it all away to arguments, comparisons, judgments, and opinions, you'll have nothing left for the things that truly matter. So be intentional about where your energy goes. Be selective about who gets access to you. Be wise enough to walk away when peace costs less than staying. Because not everything deserves your reaction. Not everyone deserves your attention. Not every situation deserves your presence. Your energy is your currency, and your peace is your wealth. The more you protect them, the richer your life becomes. Stay patient. Stay focused. The right things arrive at the right time. Read that again slowly. Because somewhere deep down, you know it's true. You've been working. You've been trying. You've been giving everything you have. And yet, the results still haven't shown up. The opportunities feel delayed. The doors you've been knocking on haven't opened yet. The dream you've been chasing feels just out of reach. And in those quiet moments when doubt creeps in, you start to question yourself. Am I wasting my time? Am I even on the right path? But here's what you need to understand. Timing is everything. The universe doesn't work on your schedule. Life doesn't unfold according to your deadlines. And yet, it always unfolds exactly when it's supposed to. The right people, the right opportunities, the right breakthroughs. They don't arrive early, and they don't arrive late. They arrive the moment you are ready to handle them. That's why patience is power. Patience isn't about sitting still and doing nothing. It's about trusting the process while continuing to prepare yourself for what's coming. It's about staying calm while the storm passes, staying disciplined when the results aren't visible, and staying committed even when you feel like giving up. Because here's the truth, what's meant for you cannot be rushed. Think about it like a seed. You plant it in the soil, water it, and wait. You can't force it to grow faster. You can't pull it from the ground and expect it to bloom. Growth takes time. Roots need to form. Strength needs to build beneath the surface before anything can rise above it. Your life works the same way. Just because you don't see results right now doesn't mean nothing is happening. Sometimes, the real progress is happening silently, beneath the surface, preparing you for the moment when everything finally aligns. But patience alone isn't enough. You also need focus. Because while you're waiting for your breakthrough, distractions will surround you. People will try to pull you into battles that don't matter. Fear will try to convince you to quit. Comparison will whisper in your ear, telling you that you're behind. That's why focus matters just as much as patience. Focus on your path, not theirs. Focus on your growth, not their pace. Focus on your journey, not their destination. When you focus on what you can control, your habits, your mindset, your work ethic, everything else begins to align naturally. You stop wasting energy on things outside your control and start pouring it into what actually moves you forward. But here's where most people get stuck. They lose focus because they lose faith. They confuse a delay with denial. They think a slow season means failure. They believe if it hasn't happened yet, it won't happen at all. That's when self-doubt creeps in. That's when frustration builds. That's when people give up too early. And yet, what they don't realize is that every delay has a purpose. Sometimes the opportunity isn't ready for you yet. Sometimes you aren't ready for it. Sometimes the detour is protecting you from a path that would have destroyed you. Life isn't withholding blessings from you. It's preparing you to carry them. Every season has meaning. The waiting season teaches you patience. The struggling season teaches you resilience. The silent season teaches you faith. And when the timing finally aligns, everything you've been waiting for arrives in ways far greater than you imagined. But to reach that moment, you need discipline. Because patience without effort becomes stagnation, and focus without consistency becomes wasted potential. It's not enough to wait. You have to prepare while you wait. Keep showing up, even when no one notices. Keep working, even when no one applauds. Keep believing, even when nothing seems to be happening. Because success isn't built in the moment you get what you want. It's built in the quiet moments, when no one's watching, when you choose persistence over quitting, when you choose discipline over distraction, when you choose faith over fear. And along the way, you'll face pressure. Pressure to compare, pressure to rush, pressure to settle for less than you deserve. But pressure exists to shape you, not to break you. Diamonds are formed under pressure. Strength is built under weight. Growth is born in discomfort. So don't panic if it feels slow right now. Don't lose hope if the doors aren't opening yet. Don't let frustration push you into shortcuts that compromise your values. Stay patient. Stay focused. Keep showing up, because the right things, the things meant for you, the opportunities aligned with your purpose, the relationships designed for your soul, the breakthroughs written for your story, will never arrive a second too early or a second too late. The universe is never late. Life is never behind. You are exactly where you need to be. Every step, every pause, every struggle, every delay, it's all part of the alignment. Your responsibility is simple. Keep preparing, keep believing, and keep moving forward. Because while you're busy staying patient and focused, everything meant for you is quietly finding its way to you.